welcome. In front of me is an OUKITEL WP23, and today I'll go over unboxing along with a quick look at this rugged device. So let's just get straight into it. Okay, so there is our brick, and we have a charger for it, along with the Type-C cable for it. So there we go. Now, let's touch upon the specifications of this device. So, just get rid of this garbage. There we go. So that being off, you can now actually see the display. So the display is a 6.5-inch display running a resolution of 720 by 1600 pixels. It is a 20 by 9 aspect ratio with 269 pixels per inch, with a pretty bright display, as you can obviously see right here, though no mentions of the actual brightness. Oh, no, never mind, it's about 400. Now it looks actually brighter, so that's actually interesting. Not sure if this info is correct, but it does at the first glance. If once I boot up the device, this is 400 nits, then okay. But usually devices don't blast you with 400 nits right away, especially when the environment doesn't require it. So something leads me to believe that there might be a little bit more than that in here. Now, continuing on, the device is running Android 13. And is being powered by a Helio P35 processor with 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of built-in storage that can be expanded further using a micro SD card. On top of that, it is being powered by a 10,600 mAh battery, so it is basically a power bank in size and weight. So you can probably kind of see how chunky this is. So you could use this to power up many other devices. Now continuing on into the cameras at the back, we have a triple camera setup, at least it looks like one. So we have a 13 megapixel wide sensor, 2 megapixel macro sensor, and the third one would in this case look like it's a fake one, because that's what it ends at, these two cameras. And you can record with them at 1080p 30 frames. Then at the front we have a 5 megapixel selfie cam, which doesn't really specify the recording. Continuing on into, further into the internals. Actually, maybe not internals, but let's talk about the peripherals, I guess, just ports and stuff. So on the side, the top left side, we have our SIM/memory card. If I can get it out, there we go. It does still require a tool, even though it has this little flap. It isn't tool-less design, so I'm not going to be taking that out. And there we go. Then at the bottom we have our Type-C charging port. If you tend to have weak nails, I will probably recommend using something to pry that out instead of your nails. These things sit in there pretty firmly. So yeah, Type-C right here. Then besides that we have our microphone. Just close that up. And then on the right side we have our power button, volume rockers. At the back we have a fingerprint sensor with a massive flash, as you can see, and the supposed triple camera setup. and at the front just our display. So there we go. Obviously the device is fully rugged with more emphasis on the corner, adding a little bit more rubber here, so if you drop it, obviously it's going to be more protected. And this looks like aluminum frame around the cameras, so this does protrude a little bit, so it might get scratched up, scuffed. Although, no, never mind, they actually thought about this. So if you actually look at it closely, the rubberized surface that goes around here does have a little bit of a feet around this area to prevent it from actually scratching up over any kind of surfaces. Obviously, if the surface isn't even, it still will scratch it up, but on a flat surface like a table, it should be protected. Okay, so that basically sums up the device. It is a rugged device. It is also a cheap rugged device, considering this device comes at about 160 euros. It is relatively affordable for what it offers, and probably one of the biggest selling points for this device will be its insane battery capacity, being at over 10,000 milliamps. So this is basically a power bank that you get to carry around, and it has additional function on top of it. Now outside of that, like some other rugged devices, we don't have anything extra here like some LiDAR or flashlights or anything like that. I guess the only kind of selling feature of this rugged device is its stupid size battery, which obviously some people will find very useful. Now for the typical user that doesn't need rugged device, this does become a massive brick in your pocket. As you can see, the thickness of this is basically the thickness of a Fold 4 folded, and then some. So, and then on top of that, let's be honest, Fold is significantly smaller, as you can see. So it does have massive size to it, heft too. So carrying that in your pocket might not be the most comfortable thing to do, unless you like carrying a brick in your pocket. So there we go. So this would conclude the look and overview of the device, and if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.